This is Raul Horton with General Mojo's. You're listening to Tri-City Mixtape. His next tune is called When You Bring Your Love.
I don't need to read your mind to know what you're thinking. Seems to me you're bailing out without even blinking. You say what we had once was gone. I say that we can carry on. When you bring your love, good love. When you bring your love, I don't need no one. When you bring your love, good love. When you bring your love, I don't need no one. Every day is out of phase and spins our record out. The only thing that stays the same is how we're missing out on physical touch that is real. But there's so many other ways to feel. When you bring your love, good love. When you bring your love, I don't need no one. When you bring your love, good love. When you bring your love, I don't need no one. Is there I've seen the other side where all our souls collide. Celestial winds that blow across a never-ending sky. If we're talking eternity, I could sure use the company. When you bring your love, good love. When you bring your love, I don't need no one. When you bring your love, good love. When you bring your love, I don't need no one. When you bring your love, good love. When you bring your love, I don't need no one. When you bring your love, good love. When you bring your love, I don't need no one.
Welcome to Tri-Cities Mixtape. This is Mia, and I'm joined by our guest today, General Mojo's. Also, we have
Yami.
And Miguel. Woo!
Yay!
Thank you.
Okay.
We're actually live at the Clover Island concert series today. General Mojo's just rocked a set. You guys are awesome. You also won Best Dressed. I don't know if you've ever seen the bass player and the synth player of this band, but what did the kids say? Do you guys still say dripped out? Swag? What do you guys say?
100%.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are still teenagers. What do they say?
They're Fits Fire.
Fits fire. All right.
Well, thank you we appreciate that.
But, actually, from right to left, why don't you tell me your name and your role in the band?
My name is Dune, and I'm a singer and bass player in the band.
My name is Natalie, and I'm a singer and synth player.
My name is Raul, and I'm the drummer. I sometimes sing.
My name is Anand, and I'm the guitar player in General Mojo's.
Where's this band from, and how did it get started?
General Mojo's is out of Seattle. It's been a band for a handful of years, but it's kind of taken on a few iterations. And this iteration is about 2.5 years old, maybe coming up on 3.
So where did General Mojo start?
Started with a feeling and an idea. The band has been a thing for about a decade.
Okay.
And I started it a long time ago with a group of friends that I was living with at the time. And we did a lot of things in the Seattle area, kind of rode the wave of a local band. And right around the lockdown times, it kind of came to a transitional point. And coming out of it, I wanted to take the project on the road a lot more. I ended up collaborating with Raul and Natalie first, and then Anand more recently, all folks who like the touring, like the writing, and that's been the kind of new mission of the band is this crew and getting out into the world more often.
So this iteration of the band is 2.5 years old?
Oh, and if you include 9, it's like what? When did you start with your first show with us? Last year. Last summer? So, yeah, a little before, yeah. So about a year for 9. So, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
So, what's the band name origin? Like, what inspired you guys?
Band name General Mojo's comes from a real esoteric jazz tune from the 60s, written by Steve Swallow.
Okay, damn.
And it's a tune called General Mojo's Well Laid Plan.
Oh.
And when I was naming the band, I still listen to a lot of jazz. Steve Swallow is one of my favorite bass players, and I just like the name a lot. It kind of, I think, even his thinking, it kind of like is reminiscent of Sgt. Pepper's kind of Beatles vibes.
I can totally
but hold
see
on.
that. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard esoteric and jazz in the same sentence. Like you just dropped it. Yeah, I just have to call back on that.
Dune's got a great vocabulary, so.
It's pretty robust.
I'd say like 70% of the bigger words I use are actually used correctly.
What's the origin of every single one of you? Like, how did you join the band and your starts in the music?
My name is Natalie. I'm the synth player. I was living in New York studying theater and music and film. Pandemic hit. I got back to my roots in writing music and flew back to the Pacific Northwest. And Dune, as talented as he is on the bass and singing, he also produces quite well. And he produced my EP. And we got on so well that he had me on as a key player, and I got hazed doing some Burning Man. We did, yeah. So anyway, the rest is history, and I'm here now. So.
How did you get started into playing music initially?
Oh, initially I played when I was quite young, and then I kind of stopped around 10 years old and just was focused on acting and singing.
Okay. Oh, you're an actor too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was really, really focused on my acting and singing career for a long time, and my mom taught me to play the piano when I was really little.
Oh, nice.
But I didn't like to. I could read, but I mostly liked to much to her dismay,
Noodle.
to create.
Okay.
And that was something that she didn't quite know how to. I guess not support, but wield my gifts in the way that she was learning. She's like a computer. She can read the sheet music and play it perfectly, and I'm someone who likes to create. So it was fun to get back to my roots.
Met Dune in the scene in Seattle music scene about 2016. I had taken like a 12-year hiatus from playing music and in any real like shape or form, like gigging wise and whatnot. And it's like I was just like looking for new music and like new musical outlets and new family and like what the Seattle scene was doing. And since I'd been gone for a while, and yeah, I just ran into him at a like house friend hang called Friend Zone. And if anyone who knows what Friend Zone is, and like back in the day in University District,
Shout out Friend Zone.
Shout out Friend Zone. You know who you are. And yeah, it was kismet. The way he walked in, you know, just it's like so beautifully haggard and belligerently. And it was a beautiful thing. I instantly knew that I was gonna get to know this guy, for better or worse. and it took from 2016 to 2021. Yeah, before he remembered who I was. No, I'm fucking with you. No. Yeah, I'm fucking with you.
We ran into each other at a festival in Seattle,
like all the time too.
And then we were hanging at the after party and
was that Freak Out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
it was the weekender. It wasn't like the festival, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Freak Out.
You were like, we should play, and I was like, we should play, and I called you like a couple months later, and I was like, we should play.
Yeah,
we should actually come join my band.
That was at the Crocodile Hotel. Just like was just now opening and good location. Shout out Crocodile.
But is drums your first instrument?
No, I'm actually. You can't tell about this voice. I've been fighting laryngitis for like 6 months. I'm not fighting it. It's 6 months. I got it.
Okay.
It's the new, this new normal. Post
Lost
COVID.
that fight.
Yo, for sure. Post COVID. And started off singing in a gospel choir when I was about 5 years old. And
you start in church or school?
Church, always church. And then I come from a pretty musical pedigree.
Mm-hmm.
My mom. And she got me singing in church. Shout out Blue Hills Church in Nazarene, Kansas City, Missouri. And sang on a couple albums, before I was like 10 years old, and like they went to a bunch
you
of
sang on some albums before you were 10?
I mean, you wouldn't know it. I mean, part of the choir,
okay, yeah. Like
but
the choir.
still, I got credits out there somewhere.
You still like royalties for that?
And I think so. I don't know.
Really?
We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. 5 years old. It was indentured servitude, but
Right.
child labor.
No, they just said you were doing it for God, so you don't need
doing
money.
it for Jesus. This is for Jesus. This is gifts. Anyways, but so I've been vocal performance by like default because we couldn't afford instruments at home, but we was at church. And if you know anything about black folk in church, if you go to church like 3-4 nights a week. So if you in church and if you in the choir, you definitely in there 3-4 nights a week. So banging around on drums and bass and piano and organs and whatnot. So it's like, I didn't start playing drums in any real capacity with a band or anything. That was like 19 or 20.
Okay.
And I did that for a number of years. But anyway, enough about me. But the real story of me and Dune and General Mojo's, seen them about like 2 or 3 times between 2016 and before the lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just joy, the spectacle. I mean, my first show I saw them at the Old Crocodile. Shout out Old Crocodile. And there were like 14 people on stage. They had wizards and like captain hats and like admiral outfits, and it was like, sousaphones. I don't know, stills. It was beautiful. It was great. And I was like, yeah, that looks like a party. Right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, band geeks, 100%. And I was like, I fuck with this. And so it was like, it'll happen, maybe not. And we ran each other at the Freak Out Weekender. I was just coming off of a national tour with Shayna Shepherd, Diddle Party
shout
tour.
out to Shayna Shepherd.
You know my homegirl.
No, I played. My band played 2 gigs with Barracks, one in Bellingham and one at what's the one that's like a basement of. Yeah, Barbosa, the Barbosa basement. We got them a show in Bellingham, and they got us a show down there.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was I was in a band called Crooked Neighbors like 7 years ago.
Remember Barracks and Matt?
Yeah, Matt.
Word.
Dude's crazy.
Look at that. You drop a name and then connection. It's a beautiful thing. So I came off a tour and then like had a gig that night at the Central Saloon with a Reposado and Afrobeat band out of Seattle. Check them out. They tight.
Okay.
Tequila Funk. Reposado.
Oh, Tequila Funk. Yeah, I've heard
Yeah,
of
you know Tequila. Them the homies. And I was like, yo, we got this weekend. It's happening at the Crocodile. You gonna check that? He's like, nah, we good. I'm like, bet. I'm gonna dip out. I'm gonna go check it out. And I'm so glad I did because that's where I saw Dune and all the other Weekender cats. And the crowd parted, and I see Dune in all his 6'3" glory laid out on the bed, and there's like these 3 beautiful women just like laid out on top of him, and I'm like, wait, there's like 50 people in the room, and Dune is like on the bed with like 3 beautiful like angels.
Raw's he's a great storyteller.
I am, and it's almost done.
And a great elaborator.
And this is almost done. It is almost done. But it was like that. I was like, I gotta play with this cat. That was it. And it wasn't like the vibe, but it was like he had a certain aura about him that was just like, man, fuck that dude.
Okay. Yeah.
What we say? Speak up. Say the shit in the mic, Natalie. Say it in the mic. Say it. Hey, there you go. Yes. Oh, you said anyway.
I got a thing for cartoons.
Yeah, I got a thing for Dune.
Talent.
Like if you catch videos, Dune is a beautiful man. I mean, everyone in this band is a beautiful.
Let's jump onto the guitar
Right,
player here. Tell us how you got started in the music and how that led you to General Mojo's.
Sure. So we're a bunch of goofballs here. It's fun. I love these guys. My name's Anand Landon. As I said before, I'm a guitar player for General Mojo's. My initial introduction to music was my mother forcing me to join a concert band in middle school, and then it was a dead tie between the saxophone and the clarinet, and I chose the clarinet because I could hold a note longer, even though I wanted to play the saxophone. I was a pretty indecisive kid back then. Anyway, I did clarinet from 6th grade all the way to freshman year of high school.
Did anybody call you Squidward?
No one called me Squidward.
Oh.
I was really bad at it, so I think
okay.
I wasn't like qualified to be called Squidward because I
okay.
just sucked at clarinet. Freshman year of high school, it's about 8th grade. This is back when I lived in Los Angeles at the time. I'm from LA originally. My late grandpa gave me a guitar. Yeah, I was 14. No guidance, no nothing. He just said, I think you should try this thing. And I was like, okay. And so I picked it up. And I think it was like one evening at around like 9, 10 p.m. And then next thing I know, it's like 7 a.m. and I'm still playing the thing. Like that was my first introduction to the guitar. No guidance, no nothing. No like, I mean, I had encouragement from like my grandpa and stuff. My parents at the time, they didn't really care. They're like, okay, do it or not do it. Like, what are you going to do? I was originally trying to get good at basketball, but I liked the clarinet. I also really sucked at that. So there's that. But yeah, no, that was my introduction to guitar. I fell in love with it. Played it constantly through high school, jazz band, all that stuff. And then moved to Washington, studied music at University of Puget Sound down in Tacoma, Washington. That was back in 2015. Graduated in 2019, and then I was like, I really got to see what the Seattle scene is about. And then 1 year later, obviously, I could not do that because then the pandemic hit. So that was a lot of practicing and then teaching out of my apartment, getting as good as I can, then hitting the Seattle scene as much as I can. And then I just played with a bunch of random groups that I tour with, groups that I play with locally. I'm just kind of like a hired gun. That's kind of what I pride myself in.
Yeah.
And that kind of networking ability of trying to be a hired gun led me to General Mojo's. I was actually just talking about this with Raul before our show. Raul is literally the reason I'm in this group, actually. I remember I was seeing Lewis Cole playing at the Neptune, if anyone knows who he is. He's a crazy drummer / like jazz guy. And I went to middle school with his keyboardist and got to hang out with everyone after. That was pretty fun. But during that show, I remember Raul texted me. I was like, yo, you should be part of General Mojo's. And I was like, I don't know who that is, but it's a sick name. It's a sick name. And then, he sent me their playlist, and I was listening to their stuff, and I was like, oh man, like these guys, or at least at the time I thought it was one person, because the Spotify banner is just Dune, like rocking like the most badass pose with his bass and stuff. And I was like, wow, this guy like really got it going on. So it was sick. And then I want to say, I think they had a show that next month from when Raul reached out to me. So I got invited to their house, met Dune finally in person. At the time, we were communicating via email, trying to get the tunes down and stuff like that. And then that's when I met Natalie. And then Raul I already knew, I think I've known you for like a couple years at this point, I want to say. That was before. I used to live in Tacoma, like commute to Seattle all the time. That was awful. So now I'm grateful to say I live in Seattle proper now. But so that was great being introduced to everyone. At the time, this was just over a year ago. I was basically a sub because they had their guitar player David James.
You look like a dom to me. I'm just saying.
I didn't know we were going that route on the podcast. That came out of nowhere. But no, you're good. That was perfect timing. I gotta give you a fist bump for that. That was perfect timing. We won't get into that. But anyway. So at the time I was subbing for their original guitarist David James, who was featured on our set tonight. Great singer, amazing guitar player, playing currently as we speak, playing with Queen Mother. I guess David left the group, I want to say earlier this year or something like that. And then, I started just getting booked on more and more shows and stuff. Truthfully, I really love this group. I really love the composition behind everything. I love the intent behind everything. I love that everything has a message and you're not just writing tunes for the sake of writing tunes. Like there's actually a vision behind everything. You don't get that many bands, especially in this area around that, where they're just trying to get something off the ground and they'll do whatever they can to like get it off the ground. But there's like an actual vision behind it. The tunes are incredibly fun to play, very well thought out. So that's my upbringing, how I got involved with General Mojo's, and here's to more fun shows. So yeah.
Anand is started as our sub guitar player. He's our dom guitar player now. But everyone in the band is really fantastic. But Anand is a virtuoso guitar player. You gotta check him out on Instagram and stuff. He's absolute shredder. We are General Mojo's, and this is Bambino Knockdown.
despise. When life was fun and I was on the run. Without you on my mind, I'm off the firing line. So sing a lullaby, lay our love down to rest. Without you on my mind, I'm off the firing line. So sing a lullaby and lay our love down to rest. I can understand how this all works. It's clear to me the things I didn't see. These cloud machines defining our self-worth. Don't matter now, we're better off without. Without you on my mind, I'm off the firing line. So sing a lullaby, lay our love down. Without you on my mind, I'm off the firing line. So sing a lullaby, lay our love down to rest.
This is General Mojo's with Tri-Cities Mixtape, and we have our song Sign on Your Tongue.
Just a spark, a sine wave on your tongue. Just a drop, or maybe the whole rainfall. What to call this? Nothing is. Everything is. Nothing is. Blue and green. The serpents in between. Do they see me? What to call this? I feel nothing like I did at the start. I am an entity with no beating heart. I heard
like any wild stories about your first gig versus like your most recent gig?
Yeah, and also like, can you tell us a little bit about like the difference that you feel like from your first time performing all together to now?
I'll just say that I played the piano, like all my life in different piece fragments, but never had I touched a synthesizer.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's a computer, and it has far too many knobs, and I've only scratched the surface on the instrument as a whole. It's just so vast.
What are you playing right now in the band?
Korg Minilog and Prophet 12. Prophet 12 is a computer. It's straight up. Korg Minilog is mine, and I decorated my EP with the Korg. So with that, the first shows and stuff were just very sandboxy. I was getting to know the synth, and not getting to know the piano, but getting to know the synth. Just a whole. I remember having to turning something on or something, and it's going crazy, and I just had to turn the instrument off and back on like a computer. It's like, well, that's what my dad told me to do one time. He just said reboot. So here I go. I'm gonna turn this off.
Reboot or like blow on it.
Yeah, blow on it like a VHS. Oh no, Raul. What is that dating? Is me or you?
Sorry.
Yeah.
What do you think was like the biggest like change from the piano to the synth?
Oh, I would say the synth is far removed from the piano to me. It's very far removed from the piano. There's everything's different about it. Like that was my hubris going into the whole thing, was that it's going to be the same, and it just wasn't.
Yeah.
First and foremost, most of those don't even have 88 keys. So the expansion of what I was like I'd have arrangements in my head that I had to transpose or do different inversions to things, and it was quite annoying, to be honest. Beyond that, you can modulate with buttons and not change anything. You can like hold a note, and it will be a different note if you turn a button. So I think everything feels different about it to me, and every synth is different from another, which is another annoying thing, but perhaps beautiful thing.
Yeah, you did really great.
Thank you so much. I've come far to know more of the instrument. There's a comfortability now that I feel quite a lot. Material for one, but also just with the beast that is the synth.
And I feel like it really shows on stage. Like I can see, like you just look so confident. You're just
so
like
connected with it.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, like I love what I do, and I also have loved what I've done. What the path that has been laid out for me is no mistake. That I have been a performer all my life, and acting has truly served me in that field. There are times I'm not a perfect musician up there, and you may not know that because of the way I try to slay with my body and my face.
Right.
You do.
And you do.
Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. But thank you for those nice words.
No, of course. No, you guys like really stole my heart today. I was like, you guys gained like a little fan. 'Cause you guys did so good. You
Follow
guys
them
did
on
amazing.
Instagram right now.
I will, as a matter of fact.
How can we pretend it's a means to an end? Oh, these weathered eyes on the horizon. All you talk about is when she will arrive. While we're waiting, how can I make you see she isn't here, she'll never be ride out the storm. What would you surmise as the sea gently rises? Will you find a way for you to take away the pain of a day? How can I make you see she isn't here, she'll never be the light you are looking for to guide you to a golden shore? How can I make you see she isn't here, she'll never be the light you are looking for to guide you to a homeward shore? Can I make you see she isn't here, she'll never be the light you are looking for to guide you to a golden shore? How can I make you see she isn't here, she'll never be the light you are looking for to guide you to a golden shore? Can I make you see she isn't here, she'll never be the light you are looking for to guide you to a golden shore? Can I make you see she isn't here, she'll never be the light you are looking for to guide you to a homeward shore?
Okay, I want to jump to a fun question, and this is will maybe cause some discussion. And if you guys do argue about it, please argue on the microphone. All right, so we're gonna have a dream gig. Do you guys have a preferred venue in Seattle, or just a preferred gig, a preferred venue anywhere? Madison Square, whatever you want.
Red Rocks.
Red Rocks, okay.
He beat me to it because I was gonna say Red Rocks as well.
All right.
Carnegie Hall, maybe.
Carnegie, yeah, Carnegie. Well, not for us. Red Rocks. I've never been to Red Rocks. I've never been to You know, I want to do. I just want to do. In this iteration, I've not done Crocodile. I've done Madame Lou's.
Oh, okay.
But I've not done Crocodile, and I think that'd be cool to do.
Okay.
But the band has done Crocodile many a time.
Right.
I've just not been there to do it with them,
Amen.
and also with you.
I think my dream gig is truly a dream. The first like proper music festival I went to was Sasquatch in 2010.
Oh yeah.
And I think Sasquatch is a little loaded and it doesn't exist anymore.
Right. Right.
Which is why it's a dream gig.
Yeah, I saw the Yeah Yeah Yeahs and Most Def and I think like
Yeah.
Kings of Leon one year.
They had they had some cool
well,
stuff.
There's a bunch of other people.
Okay.
Those are the ones that I cared to
Yeah.
see that day.
I the year I went was My Morning Jacket, Vampire Weekend, Passion Pit.
Oh damn.
No, it was crazy. Wilco was there. It was a really pretty rad show. But
But yeah, the Gorge is like a magical, beautiful place.
it's similar to Red Rocks in like
Okay.
yeah, like it's really beautiful and like the natural setup of the land makes the amphitheater. No, we didn't argue.
Yeah,
we
I wanted to argue.
She's arguing with
I
herself.
don't think
It's
there'll be a
fine.
consensus
For the fun
either
of
way.
it.
Okay, so whatever the venue is, this is going to be the biggest show of your guys' life. You guys are the openers. The middle act and the headliner can be any act from all time. It can be Tupac, it can be the Beatles, whoever you want. Yes, and you have to
Alive
agree on
or
who's the
dead.
middle band and the headliner at the biggest show of your lives. Dream gig.
St. Vincent Mid.
Okay.
I agree with that. St. Vincent Mid.
St. Vincent Mid.
And who's the headliner?
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd. Wait, but which lineup? Like the current lineup, or
I want them to duke it out.
Nah.
I want the wall
You want
and the.
Just Roger
Just-
Waters yelling political shit.
Oh yeah, that would go over great. That would go over great. No David Gilmour. Just kidding.
Oh, jeez.
I literally only want David Gilmour. So.
I was. So what was?
St. Vincent's middle. I think that's good agreement.
Same. I'm down with that. I would go like Herbie Hancock and the Headhunters.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know, was it Hang Up Your Hangups for the headliner? That's what I would do.
I think that'd be
That's
cool.
just me. Though.
No. I think that's a good agreement. Especially St. Vincent has got a very synthy, funky sound, and then capping it off with like the funkiest sound.
But I'd like to say, if Billie Eilish could go mid, I'd like to give her my number.
Feature.
Yes.
I think that's a
sound like
lot of people's dream.
Can we whittle it
Yeah.
down?
That-
Or
yeah,
should we
that's
just
our
let the
dream.
listeners decide who presented the best
I
dream
was
gig?
about to say, I think they should listen to our music, and then based on our music, they
Oh,
can decide.
there you go.
Because I'll throw in one, and then that's where like I guess the discourse can start among your audience. But like I would say Paramore as a headliner.
Oh, nice.
So here's what
I'm
we're gonna
saying.
do. We're gonna have
See
we're
what I'm
gonna
saying?
start our gig at the Gorge.
Yes.
St. Vincent, and we're gonna play. Then, as St. Vincent takes the stage, we're gonna go get in our helicopter, start flying to the Red Rocks. Roger Waters is gonna wrap up at the Gorge. We're gonna land at Red Rocks.
Oh my god.
Play. Paramore's gonna take over, and then end with.
This is like how you do everything in a day. You know.
Yeah.
And then
It's
Billie
like-
Eilish will be in the green room to receive me,
Waiting for you.
waiting for me.
I kind of feel like you guys like kind of give like Fleetwood Mac vibes a little
Oh, I
bit.
see that.
Oh,
By that,
I
she
do
thinks
love
you
that.
guys are all on cocaine and sleeping with each other.
And
Some of that's true.
playing our drum parts one drum at a time in the studio, hi hat, snare. Fleetwood Mac. I mean, they're great, and I like their early records a lot too. But
I love them more than Doom does. That's because there's one joke in the Family Guy where they make Stevie Nicks into a goat. Sorry,
exactly what
it's
you're talking
South
about.
Park, and I don't think he's ever been better. He's never come to the other side of that. Like, I think we've recovered from that. but-
Oh my god! I always think about Peter Griffin spinning around. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
I need twirling space. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's that was the dream gig.
Do you guys have any shout outs that you want to give out?
About myself.
There you
Yes.
I have an album coming out, and I have an EP out already
go. Okay.
under my name. So Natalie Colvin, Natalie Colvin, Clvin. It's very immersive. Dune also produced it, most of the tunes. Yeah, and so I'll shout myself out. I'll be one of those people. So look for new music soon. Are we shouting out other artists?
Whoever
Yeah,
you want.
shout out stuff. You can shout out
shout out your
pet
mom,
if you
I
want.
was gonna shout out
Yes.
Anand is part of another band called Jam.
Okay.
JAMN. They are fire like modern kind of funk group.
Jam like damn.
Jam like damn.
That's the Instagram handle.
And
okay.
We got a new single coming out, so stay tuned.
yeah,
Jam like damn.
great band. Also want to shout out Dara, who kind of brought us out to the Tri-Cities initially. She runs the Emerald of Siam, and she's also a fantastic keyboard player,
Oh yeah,
musician.
she's awesome.
She's played with us a couple times, and love her so much, and so grateful for her and Justin and their crew out here.
Yeah, I love that. Like shout out Dara for sure. I was gonna shout out some venues in Seattle. Sea Monster Lounge on 45th Street in Wallingford. Like if you are ever need to scratch an itch for live music, 7 nights a week they got something going on.
Oh damn.
And usually there's like 2 bills, like and it's free 5 days a week. So Sunday through Thursday it's free, and then it gets down. Sea Monster Lounge. There's also a new spot that just opened up in Pioneer Square in downtown Seattle called Baba Yaga.
Oh yeah, I keep hearing about that place.
Check it out. You know, if you know anything about the spooky lady in the woods, Baba Yaga.
It's a cool spot.
Yeah.
And Raul put together another band called Thing B that we're gonna, I think, hopefully start doing a regular show
Yeah,
there.
we have a residency being worked out on a weekday Tuesday night for like a hang and a jam at Baba Yaga, and it's a vibe. Check it out. You can find them online, and then all the other places like the Hidden Hall. It's a new spot that kind of just reinvented itself in Fremont. You've got the Sand Dollar adjacent to Attaball, and Fremont as well as everyone should know, like Nectar Lounge. It is
Oh, yeah.
iconic spot. And these are like these aren't like your large venues, you know, they're like, you know, anywhere from 150 to 300 capacity places. But they've helped me find my way back to live music performance in a very, very special way. So,
You got any shout outs?
Dune kind of took mine, but it's all good. It's all good. He explained it. He explained it beautifully. The one thing I could shout out, because my other thing was going to do the venues, but then Raul did that. But I guess the last one would be Seattle Jazz Fellowship.
Okay.
Yeah, down in Pioneer Square. Just look up, literally just Google Jazz Fellowship. You don't even have to Instagram it. You can if you want. But there's a lot of cool. It's a really big jazz jam session, and the reason why I shout out is because it actually like brings in a lot of people like from all over, not just musicians and stuff, but you know, obviously a lot of musicians as well. But yeah, that's a fun spot and just a community that's like ever growing and stuff like that. And then I guess I'll be this guy. I guess shout out to Mojam Mondays. I guess I'll be that guy. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, see, we got some fans over here. Yeah, it's I'll shout out 2 jam sessions. There are 2 wonderful jam sessions that happen pretty much back to back. Yeah, so like you're at the Nectar, then you're at Sea Monster. So the first one is Mojam Mondays at Nectar Lounge. Sign up start around 7:30, so you're gonna want to be there at 7:30, especially if you're a guitar player, because there's like 50 on average over there.
This is an advertisement. You like show you the
Oh, and David don't know about this. So.
Advertisement, as they say in some places.
Yeah, so that's a great session. I always tell people this. Some people are like, oh, I'm scared to like pick up an instrument and like play a Mojo. I'm like, do not be scared. You need absolutely no skill level. Just as long as you know how to listen to other people, you're all good. And then Sea Monster is like, you go in a bar and it's a giant circle of musicians. It's like a drum circle, but with other instruments. It's definitely not that.
It can be if you don't listen.
It's like Afrobeat, you know, hip hop, neo
I've
soul.
never been to that one, but they can be circle jerks.
Wow.
Well, that one isn't. Yeah, it's
I just wanted to tell a joke because we can swear on this
That is
podcast.
true. That is true. We talked about circle jerks, subs and doms. We've covered it all. So.
Advice to baby mojos out there, or your teenage selves.
Yeah.
What you would say to yourselves, or anybody, any other little dorks who want to switch from piano to synth and start a band where you dress funny.
I guess just I don't know. Do you want to start?
I got a quick one.
Yeah, you got to
Get out and play with other people. Don't
that's what I was
get from behind your laptop and shed all day, learn it.
Oh,
do that.
and release. Like,
yeah, I mean,
don't be sitting on those songs.
Sure. No, play with other people. Like that's it. I'm out a lot older than I look. Go get your ass outside and play with other musicians. You'll thank me later.
Yeah, don't wait for the confidence either. Just like you're gonna get it from doing. Do.
Great advice. Do.
Yeah, I agree. And go out and see shows too. Like go see shows. It's never once. It can be hard to leave the house like on a weeknight or whenever. But it's every time you go out. As soon as you're out, as soon as you're at the show, you're grateful that you went. It's just like being around people is so important, especially right now. And if you're getting into music, get into music for sure. Music is great. And don't sweat you're always playing for the next show.
Don't sweat the technique.
And don't worry about who's there necessarily. Don't worry about being in front of people. Like it's really all about your music or the music you're making with other people on stage. It's building community. The people will come, and the music, the music is the focus for sure.
I will say to this generation of young artists, there's safety behind your screens and your phones, and I think it's really important to get out. Like I'm just piggybacking, but getting out into the scene.
Yeah,
doing both is good too. Doing it all.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, awesome.
It's great advice. Thank you so much.
We sound like
thank you guys.
we sound like a bunch of old people, but
That's because we are.
it's true.
No, but seriously, it is really helpful because I know Yami's like an aspiring artist.
Yeah, I'm a singer. I sometimes do gigs around Tri-Cities, but it's really great advice that you guys gave. I honestly do feel that, you know, like when you're up there, you kind of forget sometimes that like you're playing for other people when you're really into the music, but you really have to like what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, keep doing the good things. Keep showing up, and keep enjoying yourself, because people that is so people. Will
Yeah, I was gonna say that you guys look so comfortable on stage. Like you guys just like
100%.
know how to put in a show. Like
Well, we're having fun. So
Yeah.
And I'm literally in my pajamas, so
literal comfort.
It is. I
Space
think.
people.
I think what's so really great about this crew of people is that fun on stage is very authentic. We really like playing with each other. We like what we do. We're all passionate musicians, really passionate musicians, and it's all very real thing, which it makes it easy to look like having fun when you're having fun.
Yeah. Surround yourself with people you want to play with. Like,
Yeah.
It's not about like just tolerating people. There's a difference between tolerating people, which, you know, I mean, that's its own thing. But I mean, if you're with these people and like you're instinctively just like, yes, you know, like these are my people or whatever. Even if you play with multiple groups, like just have a good time, and it's a collaboration, whatever project you're a part of. So,
All right, I have one more question. Dune, y'all are both very well dressed. Have you ever been on stage in cargo shorts and like a monster T-shirt that's got a hole in it and flip flops?
Oh
No, I have a rule. That you're not allowed to wear. Well, it's not a rule for other people, but I've never worn shorts on stage.
Right, yeah.
And I think the most casual thing I've ever worn is at Burning Man. At one show, I just wore my boxers because it was just so hot.
Yeah.
And I was
That's
it was the
cool.
middle of the day, and I was like, I'm just gonna do these. And I was covered in dust, anyways. It was like,
OCF.
oh shit.
We'll save that story for another time.
Yeah.
But we want to get out there and watch Queen Mother rock.
Yeah.
For the Tri-Cities mixtape, this is Miguel.
This is Mia.
This is Yami.
And this is General Mojo's. Thank y'all for talking
Yeah.
with us. You guys are awesome.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Where can people find you on the
Thank
internet?
you.
What are you at?
You can go to generalmojos.com, or
Okay.
for Instagram you can do @generalmojos. We're pretty easy to find. Spotify, General Mojos, Apple Music, any of that.
Yeah, they're on Grindr.
And then you can stalk our private.
Absolutely.
You'll have to go deep into the General Mojos to find our ats
Yeah.
and our grinders.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you guys are beautiful, and thank you again.
thanks, boss.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having us.
And thank y'all for listening. Good night.
Hey yo, this is Raul Harden with General Mojos. You're listening to Tri-City Mixtape. This song, Flat Earth.